Well, it's time for another How to Buddy.
Wrong?
No, Buddy.
Up?
Close enough.
Left?
It's kind of the right thing to do.
A, B, start.
Anyway.
Coming off of the high of that Twitch stuff, man.
Yeah, it's still like, oh. But something occurred to me the other day when I was trying to explain to someone about the usefulness of a certain card with 4 crit. I was saying, they were asking, why is it triple-rare worthy? And I was like, because 4 crit is good. And their response was, but it's weak. And it's when I realized something.
This is where we snap.
Because it made me realize these people are under the impression that Buddyfight is Vanguard, in that numbers are what matter and nothing else.
And that, I know we say all the time, Buddyfight's its own game, but
it's not its own. It's got elements similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic, and as such, it should be played more akin to that style. Unlike Vanguard, who literally doesn't have equal.
There are numbers. It's like only the numbers matter.
Yeah, numbers matter exclusively because numbers is what you use to get an advantage over your opponents.
And there are only monsters.
And only monsters exist, so it's all in an effort to lower your opponent's numbers so your numbers can overwhelm them.
But here, not so much.
Buddyfight's a very different story.
Because there are 10 billion different ways to pick something off without fighting it.
Yep. Spell cards.
Or you can leave things alone because they don't matter.
Yeah. Spell cards inherently add a new level to the game that takes away the whole numbers matter thing. Because, exactly like he said, they can die just as easily from a spell.
You can randomly pump them up, you can kill them on the spot, you can...
It's yeah. It's like
draw new cards that don't do anything. But
we digress. The point is, you gotta think more about what cards actually do in Buddyfight than just think, well, this thing has this much power, and this thing has more power, therefore this thing must be better, clearly. That's not true.
Yeah, you look at Double Sword, he's not bad.
He's not bad, but he's...
That upgrade in defense is not worth the trade of a critical.
Yeah. You can see him, yeah. He's a 5'1", size 1 if you can't see it over there. He's not an upgrade from 1,000 Rapier, because yes, he will probably stay on the field a bit better, maybe, but he does less damage. And in this game, dealing damage is what's important.
No matter how you do it, really.
Yeah, it's like any damage you do is an important thing to do. And if you can do it without minusing yourself or doing it neutral,
you're going to have the edge.
Yeah. And that's why I'm confused why someone would say something that has 4 crit is bad just because it's not physically strong. Because, well, in Vanguard, something like that, probably would be weak because, yeah, it does damage, but it'll never get through. In this game, it most likely will get through. Because there's plenty of ways to clear an opening, including the fact that you usually have 3 attacks.
Soon 4, because Dragon Anthem is happening.
Yeah, Dragon Anthem will give some decks 4 attacks at once.
Apparently the translation we had before was wrong.
Yeah, it was wrong.
So credit to the animators not fucking that one up too bad.
Yeah, we can give them something at least.
Instead, it cannot attack the left and right sides.
So it's strictly meant for attacking directly, which has mostly upset because the ability to just kill whatever might be a problem was cool.
That was really cool. Now you can only strictly attack the center, which is good, because it can get rid of any defensive wall you can name.
Yeah, most notably draw.
Yeah, especially with the new spell card that gives your weapon 5k and the ability to discard soul whenever it attacks.
So sorry, Demon Goldel, but Dragon's going to kill you pretty easy.
You can activate that for free. All you need is a Dragon Knight in your drop zone.
Which are going to happen if you're running a Dragon Knight deck. It's actually surprising how good Noburu's deck's starting to fill out, all things considered. And really, his deck is actually the best example of your deck doesn't have to have a bunch of powerful cards to be good. Most
You
of his
just learned that. Freaking El Quixote's a midget.
yeah, 2/2/2.
But you know what? Who cares?
Who cares?
Your spells clear out the middle. Well, hell, your item clears out the middle. That's what it's designed to do.
Yep. Yeah, and freaking gives you extra gauge to use more stuff later.
So
when he
use your
hits.
impacts, and you have 16 of them now in Dragon World, by the way.
Yeah, Dragon World has a bunch, so you can just run impact the deck.
You got Reckless Anger, you got Gargantua Punisher, you've got the Dragon Knight focused one that needs an item and 2 Dragon Knights and no center lane. Then it kills everything the opponent has and deals 3. It's so monstrous. You have to wonder, is this real life?
Yeah, right? Like, I mean, seriously. They have the weakest stuff next to Magic World, but they make up for it with good skills, and that's where the card I'm talking about comes to the point. He's not super strong, and he's not super strong defensively either, but if you can do the 4 damage, what does it matter?
And then you've got, not to mention, you've got all these other card slots in your deck to fill those power rolls, to fill those defensive rolls.
Yeah, I mean, heck,
You've still got 8 Dragon Shields, buddy.
yeah, they still got 8 Dragon Shields. You still got that freaking Geronimo.
You've got Red Baron.
Red Baron to move in to protect yourself. I mean, shoot, they got another guy who was what? 3/3/3 rest?
3/3/3, tap it, kill one.
Yeah. And they had another.
It's literally free. I don't think it has a call cost.
No, it's just rested.
You just have to have another Dragon Knight in play. It's so hard. Like, worst case scenario, that's a 1/1 trade. Then you immediately call over it to kill them.
They also had another size 3, didn't they?
The size 3 is not good.
But they do have.
They had a variant of this tap guy that kills 4K or less without the conditions, but he's like 4/2/3 or something. He's not that impressive.
But who knows? It might even change with new stuff coming out. There might be some support.
The new size 3 is like, it's interesting, but I don't think it's that great. At 5 life or less, you can call him by putting 2 Dragon Knights on the field into the gauge, and then when this guy dies, you draw 2 cards.
Yeah. I mean, for now.
This is a point where stats do matter, because he doesn't break the 6,000 defense threshold, so 1 attack, is going to waste him.
Basically.
And then you don't know if you're going to get a good return on it anyway.
Basically, stats only matter defensively if that's their job. If they have nothing else better to do than be big, then they better be big. But if they got something else to do, then it doesn't matter. It's like, there's another guy, I am blanking on who he is, that had a pretty good skill. I just don't remember who it was.
It wasn't Hammurabi, I can tell you that.
No, it was someone else. Well, whoever it was.
Oh, right. Drop a Dragon Knight, deal 2 damage.
Yeah, that's right.
Return this guy to the hand, and you can't use that ability again in the turn.
Right. That's who it was.
That's pretty big, too, because it lets you change up your field formation on a dime. You're trading 1 card for 2 damage, which is super efficient.
Yeah, and there's no reason to not put him back out. You just can't use his effect again.
2 crit or something, but it's
whatever.
largely irrelevant.
Like that's like a thing that he does. It's a thing that gives him a purpose. He doesn't have to be super huge. It does not matter that much. In fact, heck, that thing that support cover Dragon Anthem, it kills the Emperor for the Dueling Dragons right there.
It's not even out yet, and it's irrelevant.
Yeah, not even out yet. Already irrelevant because now you just use that thing on your Anthem. Urgh.
Demon Godel, who cares? I kill you in 2 swings.
Yep, kills Demon Gold. It's like literally anti-dueling dragon. In fact, that's probably why in the next episode of Buddyfight, dueling dragons are going to be the main thing that Nobu's fighting, or what it looks like. So he can show off him raping his ass.
Anti-link attack? I don't care. My 1 attack is big.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just sort of in awe. And then there's this giant, jackknife and armor dragon circle jerk going on. with all the variations on Drago energy that you can think of, including Astral Force, pay 3 gauge, target Armor Dragon gets +10/+10 and counterattack. That's just silly.
It is, and what the point of this part is that even if you have really big things, it's like it won't matter in the it won't matter in the long run because by using a simple spell, the whole thing changes in a heartbeat because numbers aren't the most important thing in this game.
They can be modified. They can be modified. They can be made irrelevant.
They can be made irrelevant. They might just not matter. Period. If they just get blown up. I mean, heck, even a lot of the early cards that we got that specifically kill things with certain stats or less are being replaced by things that kill certain sizes or less. Now,
which is strictly better.
It's like so. Slowly, numbers are becoming less of a deal because they'll just go away no matter what you do. Skills are what matter in this game. You have good skills. You need good crits. You need good spells. Strictly being big but not doing enough output doesn't matter.
You need a plan to kill them like in one fell swoop because that's where things are going.
Because yes, there are a lot of 1-2 turn kills, but every deck in this game has it, and that's why the shields are necessary and the counter cards are necessary. If the game is built around keep your opponent from doing you first. And that's how you have to play the game as. You gotta play it more aggressively than you would Vanguard.
You're on the clock, buddy.
You're on the clock. You can't wait. And
you're in a position where you have to play your cards to make progress, but it's all going to die because these mass nukes exist.
Yeah, so you gotta just keep going. You can't conserve as much. You can't wait. It's a fast. I keep referring to that guy from the show, but yeah, it's a super fast game.
Persevere, man.
Yeah, you just gotta trudge through. You gotta beat them up. You can't let them get their big play off before you do. Or if they do, you gotta stop it or have a card ready to stop it. So you'll always either have something to play in front of you, or you'll have a shield. You gotta make sure you got yourself ready to go. You gotta think about what's gonna happen.
Those turn 2 demons.
Yep, turn 2 demons are monsters. Monsters. And heck, so is the Geronimo. Double attack, 7,000 defense, and soul guard.
Have fun.
Have fun with that. I think that's about all we can say about that.
It occurs to me that's really, really crazy because you've got Drago Anthem double attacking, and then your Geronimo double attacking, and then your Impact doing God knows what because you've got all these options.
You've got options. And Dragon Knights are really good, actually. I think I like them better than the main characters stuff because they got so many options of what they can do.
Especially since jackknives are turning out to kind of be shit.
Yeah,
They take a lot of investment for very minimal upgrades.
It's what? You do a lot of sacrifice for being big.
Yeah.
I mean, like we just said, that's not super great. I mean, it'll let you run over stuff, but then they die after like 2 hits.
Like
from
why
Dragon
would I
Anthem.
spend gauge and a card on my field to get 4 critical?
When Dragon Knights have a guy who does it for 1 gauge period.
Like, why would I do this for a guy that can pay life to nuke a card when life is precious?
Yeah, it's like if you're paying life for anything in this game, you better be doing it for something important, like the Dragon Knuckle. Because you pay life, but you're getting
that's your auto win button right there.
Yeah, like most of the win conditions in Dragon World come from that knuckle because they give you so much fuel.
Dragon Knights get to play the knuckle, by the way.
Yep.
Along with 4 blue dragon shields, so they're going to impact you on turn 2 every game. Better believe it.
Yeah. Spells are very important. Don't think they aren't. Don't think numbers are important. Anything else you want to add?
Just learn to balance.
Learn to balance your deck out. That's actually a really good one. Because, like we said earlier, as much as we hate on the numbers in Buddyfight, there are points where they're necessary, but only in cases of things that force link attacks. And even those may not be super important. Because it's always a way to kill them. Even soon size 3s won't be safe anymore. They're really not technically.
They aren't even safe as it is because they aren't even that big.
Yeah, they aren't super big, all things considered. Heck, we just said Dragon Anthem and that one card will overrun even the biggest
Any
one.
card in the game.
Yeah, it makes it bigger than everything in the game right now. So there's no point in doing that. And they're Dragon World, so they got ways to power themselves up anyway. And if they don't kill that, then freaking they'll have another guy on the side kill it for you. If the first attack doesn't work. Because remember, Dragon Anthem attacks twice.
Crush.
So any last words on this topic? I think that's about everything. Alright, we're good? Alright. So, that's all for this How to Buddy.
Right.
Yay! Tune in next time whenever something comes up that makes us realize, wow, such lame.
Tonight, because Vanguard.
Maybe. Depending on when this video goes up. See ya.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my